Alright, I have a battle here versus somebody. I think his name was JackAzZz or something like that. So I'm trying to use some new stuff I put together. And I have an Azelf lead, he has a Swampert lead, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna think I'm gonna go for rocks. But this is not the standard Azelf lead, and I fuck him up with a grass knot. So that's pretty good. And he goes to a Blissey, and it's obviously explosion bait. So I'm gonna go for the U-turn and scout for some protect, but he switches to Gengar. So I go to Heat Ram, trying to make him think that it's scarfed, but it's actually not scarfed. I go for the Stealth Rock as it goes back out to Blissey. So yeah, I don't really like Blissey. A lot of you kind of know that, and Blissey's kind of fucking annoying. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try to explode right now. Since he didn't go for the protect, he switched to Gengar. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have protect, so I'm gonna explode somewhere around here. So normally I don't really like to explode so early because I do have Lucario for Blissey, but I don't want to risk him coming into a T-wave or anything like that. So I just decided to explode because Blissey's kind of fucking annoying as hell. So yeah, and I'm just gonna go back out to my lead, and he predicts that well. So he goes to a Scizor. I don't want to take the Pursuit or the Bullet Punch, so I'm gonna go to Rotom. And I guess he thought myself had the fire move, which it doesn't, and he goes to an Ape to resist it. But yeah, my Rotom didn't want to take the overheat, so I went to Vaporeon, and he stays in here with Infernape and just lets me kill him off. So I'm not complaining because Ape can be a force to be reckoned with if it's used correctly. But you know, just a little word of advice: don't leave in an Infernape versus a Vaporeon because it's not gonna work out too good for you, as you just saw. So he goes to this Scizor thing, and he goes for the SD, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna go for the superpower. So I go to Rotom to dodge it, and then I burn it as he goes for a U-turn. So I knew he was gonna bring in Gengar, so by the time he brought him in, I already had my plan all worked out. And I'm just gonna go to Vaporeon as fodder, cause it's not really doing too much. And yeah, he decides to go to this for the sub. So I know what set he's running, and it probably would have been better for him to not go for the sub and to go for the Shadow Ball straight off, because now his Gengar is gonna be like at really low health. And yeah, so right there he also could have just killed me off, but I guess he thought I might protect or wish or something. If I'd wished, it wouldn't have worked out for him. I think my Vaporeon would have still been alive, but I didn't really see any point to it. But yeah, so now that he's at really low health due to Life Orb damage, I'm free to bring in his elf and U-turn off because, you know, it's going to kill him. And he's got two more, and he brings in a Jirachi. And I know it's going to be Calm Mind Jirachi, judging by how his team was built. And yeah, I'm just going to whirlwind him away, and he goes to his other Pokemon, which is Scizor. And Scizor is not going to be doing anything. It's at really low health, and it's burned, and it's not choice band. So yeah, Scizor is like, yeah, not a threat at all. So I go for my spikes, just hoping he might try to do something retarded. And at this point, I kind of stopped caring about this since I'm ahead by like 4 or 5. So I'm not entirely giving a fuck right now, and I stopped paying attention. So he starts Calm Minding, and then I'm like, oh fuck, I kind of fucked up. What I should have done was went to Lucario when he was Calm Minding, when he had like 1 or 2. I should have went to Lucario and Swords Danced, because Thunderbolt would not have killed, or maybe I should have close combat or something. But anyway, now he's at like +5 or something, and I try to bring in Lucario there to hit him, but he goes for the Wish. So that's not gonna work out, and I need to get in Lucario to hit him, and I know he's gonna live, but it's still gonna take a lot, and hopefully I could bring in his elf to kill him off with the U-turn. So that's the plan, and it's not really looking too good for me because, you know, he's got a lot of Calm Minds, and none of my shit can really hit him besides Lucario. But If he's faster, then none of this is gonna matter, and I'm just gonna end up losing because I'm retarded. But he kills off my Rotom, and he hasn't set up the wish, so this is a perfect chance to see if my plan is gonna work. And I do go first, and close combat takes a good amount. But yeah, I'm not gonna be able to live this psychic, so all I gotta hope for is that Azuf can kill him off with a U-turn, and since he's burned, U-turn is going to do enough damage. So yep, that was kind of started off like a landslide in my favor, but then I kind of fucked up by letting him get a lot of Calm Minds, and I almost ended up losing. So yeah, comment, rate, all that shit. I'm out.